Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We are bringing you another sparring rolling session featuring one of my blue belt teammates from the Logic BJJ team. So right here, I'm going to pull into a De La Hiva position, start pulling on that collar with my right hand. I'm going to switch from my De La Hiva hand, my left hand, to his collar and use my right hand to underhook his leg and start playing a half guard position here. Now I'm playing it a little bit differently where I'm using a shin to shin position to keep his leg elevated because I want him to put his weight into his hands to make his feet light so I can easily get under him and start playing the half guard position. Now that I'm in the half guard, I've got a deep underhook with my left hand grabbing his belt. I'm just trying to inch my way under him so I can start elevating and start getting my sweep position. So right here, I'm able to kind of sweep him a little bit. He starts to post, and now I can switch into a deep half guard position. I switch my grip on the belt, and now I've got the deep half position that I was looking for. Now that I'm in the deep half guard position, I'm going to start trying to snake my left hand in so he can't really get a deep underhook. But watch what I'm going to be doing with my feet. I'm going to be using a very subtle movement to switch my hooks and hook under his Achilles. I'm going to slow it down right here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to switch my hooks. My left leg is now going to be under his leg and hooking the back of his calf. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to post my right leg on the ground, shift, and now bring my right hook in behind his calf. And now I'm in this position where I'm pushing him and I've got the hook for the back take. Now he's going to recognize the back take is coming and he's going to turn into me, but I'm able to use that hook to kind of launch him away. And instead of taking the back, I'm able to get into a side control position. So that deep half guard back take position is something that I've been working on a lot. I've been drilling it quite a bit in the gym, and it's something that I really do enjoy because I get into deep half guard a lot and I do enjoy taking the back. So even though I wasn't able to take the back, the setup was almost perfect there. I was able to switch the hooks, hook behind the Achilles and the calf, and then when my opponent realized what was going to happen, he turned into me and I was able to extend him out and get into a body lock side control position. So now that I'm in the side control position, this is going to be my standard affair of passing, except I'm going to be adding something a little bit different where I'm going to start playing a little bit more knee on belly. Knee on belly is something I don't play too often, but it's very, very effective to get your opponent to give you what you want. Like, for example, my opponent here just turned into me. I could have top spinned, could have isolated the arm for the Kimura. And it's just something that I don't usually do a lot in videos, but it's a very, very effective movement. And I do enjoy playing a lot of knee on belly because it opens up so many options that your opponent can give you that will lead to successfully passing and or getting the submission. So now that I'm squarely in the side control position, I'm going to elect to hop back up to a knee on belly position because I want to elicit a specific response from my opponent. I want him to take his left hand, block my knee, make that 90-degree angle so I can attack his forearm, which is the left arm. When he doesn't do that, I try to grab his pant legs and bring my right leg over into a mount position. My opponent is taller than me, so when he blocks with that knee shield, he blocks it pretty effectively, and I elect to go back to a side controlling position. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right arm, grab his pant leg, and force his top knee down over his bottom knee and really open up this back position. There's a whole bunch of back takes you can do from here, but that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for knee on belly positions because I want him to give me a specific response and I want to work from that response. So I try to force my knee over into the mount position. He's able to kind of buck and rock the opposite way. I try to bring that leg back over again. He's able to trap it into a half guard position, start making this cross collar grip on my lapel, and then post on his right arm and start playing a half guard position, which is now what I have to work out of. So what you normally see on these videos that I do is I pass this half guard with this leg weave and I stay on my knees. But what I'm going to start doing is getting into a headquarters position and utilizing the long step that I've been working from the Tyen Dalpra masterclass on the long step. So I'm going to take my left hand and grab his far lapel, and then I'm going to trap his right leg in between my legs. And once I do that, I'm going to let go of this leg weave that I have and grab his far pant leg. Now that I'm in the headquarters position, I'm going to drop to my left elbow, which is going to allow me to kick my right leg pretty violently through his half guard. And once I'm past with that long step, I'm going to extend my right arm, making sure his legs can't come back into me, and then I'm going to solidify the side control position. So the long step from the headquarters position is something that I've been working pretty regularly, and it was worked out pretty well here because my opponent was flat on his back, not able to contain my leg, and when I fell to that side and kicked my leg out, I was able to kind of extend him the opposite way so he couldn't turn into me and recover his guard. So now that I'm in the side control again, I'm going to start bringing my right knee up and getting a knee on belly position. My opponent is going to kind of turn into me with a shallow underhook. There is an opportunity to attack that arm, but I wasn't really going for that. He's going to get to a turtle and then sit back into a guard position. And I'm going to start just using the headquarters position to trap his leg in between my legs and then start going for a different pass. So right here, I'm able to trap his knee in between my legs, and look at my knees. They're pointed inwards because I want to keep that leg nice and trapped while I go for my leg smash position. I'm not able able to fully get the leg smash position because he's using a cross collar grip, but I realize his arm is super far extended, so I try to use that to get a spinning arm bar from the top. Not able to do so because he brings his knee in, but I'm able to spin and then wrestle up into him, and now I've got his legs trapped, and I'm using kind of like a wrestling position to keep his legs pinned. And then I'm just going to start passing once again from this headquarters position, try to get another kind of long step position, but I didn't really need to do it in that instance. His legs were already pretty far to the opposite side, so I kind of just shifted my hips and passed back into the side control. And again, I'm using my right arm to control his pant legs, and that way I can kind of control the momentum, and now I'm finally able to bring my right leg over the top, trap his legs, but that's going to be the end of the roll. So let's get right into the takeaway. The major takeaway here is that when you're working or rolling with a lower belt and you're trying to see if something can go into your game or complement stuff that's already in your game, give your opponent the opportunity to give you realistic looks and realistic energy. There was a ton of opportunities here where I hit the knee on belly, where my opponent gave me some type of movement or some type of defense where I could have easily snatched up a submission and finished the fight outright. But that wasn't my main goal. My main goal was just to harass my opponent with the knee on belly, to have him give me specific looks. That way I can know and get that muscle memory, like, oh, avenue A is open, avenue B is open, avenue C is open, and the submission is there. That way, when I get into a competition setting or roll with somebody that is my level or higher that has better timing, I can recognize those avenues a lot faster. So I like to work those type of things with lower belts because they're not going to move in a speed or way that's equivalent to my level, but they're going to allow me to get that muscle memory that I need to be more effective against people in competition and at my level or above. So that's the major takeaway there. Give your opponent the opportunity to actually work the defenses and not just finish them outright. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know. We are winding down with the Logic BJJ content, and we will soon be having content from a new gym with new training partners, and it's going to be fantastic. But until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.